You will never improve your English if you don't live in an English-speaking country. I hear this all the time, and it's completely wrong. Some people live in Canada, the US, or the UK for years and never become fluent. Others learn perfect English without ever leaving their home country. How is that possible? We're going to talk about that in today's video. My name is Michael Anton. I'm the founder of English at the Ready, and it's my goal to make you fluent in English. Let's get right into today's lesson. Do you feel frustrated learning English and like you're not making any progress? You're probably not using English enough. Most students make this mistake without even realizing it. Maybe you're spending hours reading articles, listening to podcasts, or even watching my videos. These are all great ways to improve, but they're actually not enough. You need to speak. If you never speak, think, or write in English, you will never become fluent. Imagine you want to become a great chef. You watch cooking shows every day. You read recipe books, but you never actually cook. Will you ever become a great chef? No, absolutely not. And it's the exact same with English. A lot of students think that understanding English means they're improving, but understanding is not the same as fluency. If you're just listening, reading, or watching, you're not actually using the language. Think of fluency like learning a sport. If you only watch something and you never do it, you won't improve. You won't become truly proficient. If you only watch soccer, but you never practice soccer, you won't become a good soccer player. The only way to become a good soccer player is to get on the field and to play, to kick the ball around. It's exactly the same with English. You need to speak if you want to improve. Now, you might be thinking, well, if I lived in an English-speaking country, I would be speaking all the time, but actually that's not true. Moving to an English-speaking country won't make you fluent. I learned this the hard way. I lived in Austria for about 4 years, and I probably could have gone the entire time without learning a word of German, because most people in Austria speak English pretty well. But I wanted to learn German, so I forced myself to speak it every day. I ordered food in German, I had conversations in German, and I made an effort to use the German language as much as possible. And now I'm fluent in German. So just moving to an English-speaking country alone won't make you fluent, especially if you only spend time with people who speak your native language. It might make things easier, but you still have to actively practice and push yourself to speak. I've met people who have lived in Canada for over 10 years and still have problems speaking English. And it's because they only speak with people from their own country in their own language. They use their native language at home, at work, with their friends, and they don't actually push themselves to use English. Meanwhile, I've had students who have never left their home country, but have become fluent in English because they created an English-speaking environment for themselves. Fluency isn't about where you live, it's about how you live. And that's the key. If you can't move to an English-speaking country, bring English to you. You will never become fluent in English if you don't live in an English-speaking country. I hear this from my students all the time, but it's completely wrong. You don't need to move abroad, but you do need to live your life in English no matter where you are. Fluency isn't about where you live, it's about how much you actually surround yourself with the English language. If you wake up, think in English, read in English, listen in English, and speak in English, even if you're alone, you're creating an English-speaking environment for yourself. And that's what really makes you fluent. So you don't need a plane ticket to start improving your English. You need the right habits. Again, I've worked with many students who have improved their English just by thinking in English, describing what they're doing, how they're feeling, and what's happening around them, by speaking out loud, even if they're alone. They practice forming full sentences. They create a journal. They write things down. They put in as much effort as possible to surround themselves with the English language. They watch movies, they read books, they browse social media, they even set their phone into English. The more time you spend with English, the more fluent you'll become. And I'm going to show you some great ways to do this in a moment. But if you're enjoying this video, make sure to leave a like. Let me know in the comments what you think, and subscribe to English at the Ready here on YouTube so you don't miss any future English lessons. And if you want to improve your English using your phone, your computer, and the internet, check out my free fluency training. The link is in the description below. The training is only 30 minutes long and it's completely free. So if you want to improve your English this year and you want to learn how you can do this with modern technology, make sure to watch the training. So I've told you that to improve your English without being in an English-speaking country, you need to surround yourself with the language. But how do you actually do this? Here are 4 ways to surround yourself with English. Number 1, use a no native language rule. Challenge yourself to go 7 days without using your native language on your phone, on social media, or when browsing the internet. Number 2, set your autocorrect on your phone to English so that it fixes your mistakes in real time. Number 3, change your GPS, your shopping apps, and even your Netflix subtitles to English so that you're forced to interact with English throughout the day. And number 4, create an English-only email account. Use it for subscriptions, newsletters, and websites so that you're constantly surrounded by English content. These small changes add up quickly, and the more you force yourself to think and function in English, the more natural it will feel to speak English. Let's take it a step further. You can and you should surround yourself with the English language, but the reason for this is you want to actually train your brain to think in English so you can stop translating from your native language into English. Now, how do you actually do this? Here are 4 ways to train your brain to think in English. Number 1, use the 5-second rule. Whenever you have a thought, try to say it out loud in English within 5 seconds. Number 2, set a timer for 10 minutes and describe everything around you in English. Number 3, every time you learn a new word, immediately use it in 3 different sentences to lock it in your brain. And number 4, predict conversations. Before you meet someone,